I'm here with Daniel Brooks, the director, and Maggie Huculak, the actor, from Divisadero, a performance by Michael Andace. Necessary Angel is remounting this show in February 2012, so I wanted to get these two together to talk about that. So,
hello.
Thank you for being here. I know you're both so busy. Can you tell me a little bit about why you decided to remount Divisadero?
I remember really being greedy and wanting to do it again. And while we were doing it, sitting around and during a warm-up or something, and just saying, can we do this again? It's too wonderful. It's a beautiful experience. And I didn't want it to end. Why do you want to do it again?
It just sort of happened. Someone said, should we do it again? Yeah, maybe we should. And someone else said, well, yeah, maybe we should. And do you think we can? Yeah, we can. Well, let's see who's available. And, that's really why we're doing it again.
So it gives people another opportunity, those people that missed it first time round, or those people that want to revisit it.
Yeah, and it's not. And it's also a piece that I didn't feel a huge ambition to reassess the piece, but given that we are going back to it, there are a couple of things that we'll see if we can't expand upon or deepen.
But yeah, because one of our Facebook followers, Rebecca, she had asked actually, how will this performance be different from the last one? Will there be many changes, or is it just really expansion, like you said?
Well, it's not even necessarily an expansion, not necessarily in size.
No.
A deepening,
yes.
Perhaps. Or maybe we'll just flatten it out, make it shallow and fast and fun. It's impossible to anticipate. There are some ideas we're going into rehearsal with that will have whatever degree of impact that they have. We have about 2 or 3 weeks. So there's some things that I've talked to Maggie about in terms of character that I'm interested in her exploring.
And what I'd like to do, in response to our meeting that we had, I really want to read the book again.
Right.
And I really want to spend much less time in my mind on the piece that we're doing, and much more time in my preparation with the second half of the book.
Okay.
To explore or to think about her.
To think about the character.
To think about the character of Anna more.
Nice.
In her adulthood.
Right.
I think that would be exciting.
I've talked to Justin a bit about the music.
Okay.
There's some adjustments that I'd like to make with the music.
Mm-hmm.
There's in the novel I find Michael very sensitive to kind of national iconography. Mm-hmm. So in his novels there's often very sensitive exploration, and I don't even know how conscious he is of it, of the local culture and how it manifests itself through art, through the way people talk, the way they dress, the way they interact. Mm-hmm. And in Divisadero, there's a lot of Americana.
Yeah.
And particularly through the character Coop, through the gambling, through the music. I mean, the music's been added. Mm-hmm. The California, the gold rush, the end of the road of expansion, the driving, the sexuality, the music that actually is in the novel, the mobility of people, the independence of people, the loneliness of people, and the nature of that loneliness. So there's very American iconography, and I'd like to explore that a bit more, particularly through the music.
Right.
And what one word that Justin and I have agreed on is that we want to dirty it up a little bit.
Okay, dirty it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
It was Justin's first time on stage, and I think he was a little more careful than he had to be. Mm-hmm. And so the way that he plays a little supporting music, which he does a couple of times in the piece, there are different ways to play it. There's There's a looseness with rhythm he can explore. He can hit a string in a way that the metal vibrates a little bit. It's an attitude towards playing that that manifests in a kind of sound that will have, I think, a little more texture, be a little rawer, have a little more emotion in it. I feel that if there's one problem with this show that some people in the audience have, it's assessing particularly who Maggie is, where in time and space, that they don't accept the poetic suspension of the piece. There's a looseness with time that I need to find a way to encourage the audience to relax and accept on its own terms. And I have some thoughts about how to do